Look, this whole situation is so long. Like, I wanted to make a video on this, but damn, I feel like everybody had made a video, so I don't need to say anything but just keep up with what's going on. And honestly, I don't trust both Minhyejin and Hybe. Like, both of them are using media play. I just hate when people are just trying to support Minhyejin just because she's a woman. I'm sorry, there are bad women and there are evil men too. I don't really care if you're a bad person and you're using minors just to not get investigated. I am not gonna support you. And Minhyejin is creepy. Like, her making comments about the news member in that freaking whole conference was just creepy. And I was like, okay, Hisoka Jr. Like, how are people not talking about how creepy this lady is and how she's trying to bring every group down just to save her ass? And her saying Hybe are plagiarizing New Jeans to create Elite. I'm like, to make profit. I'm like, bitch, isn't that what you also want to gain profit? Like every other damn company? And where was all of this energy when New Jeans were associated with BTS for a whole freaking year? There were all this, I didn't want to be associated because they were under the same Hybe umbrella. Bitch, it's the hypocrisy for me. Like, shut the fuck up. I don't also really trust Hybe because they're just like any other company using artists to gain more money. I am just in the support of the members that are involved in this, that had no power over this. That is New Jeans, Elite, and it beats you. Like, this woman is naming every other group to get sympathy. This lady is cunning. I don't trust Minhyejin even more than Hybe, I'm being honest. I don't care if she thinks that I like, you ain't slick, bitch. I'm not falling for this victimizing shit. That whole press conference with her just boo and crying about how everybody hates her, how she just wanted people to feel sorry for her. I'm like, no, she totally denied all this. There was no substantial evidence in her revealing texts about her and Bang PD saying they're gonna crush aespa. Crush aespa how, bitch? What? Like, everything about this case just feels so suspicious because New Jeans are having a comeback. That, like, they're still pushing through with New Jeans comeback, and it just proves what I've been saying all the time, that Minhyejin is always using controversy to push New Jeans. Like, there's never ever when New Jeans are having a comeback where there is no controversy. It always has to be something. It always has to be something. I don't feel sorry for Minhyejin. I don't like this bitch. She's a pedophile. She is Hisoka Jr. If you know, you know. And I honestly, I'm gonna wait till everything is finished and we're in court. Like, I just want the truth. I don't really care for Minhyejin or her sorry ass, and also Hybe. I find them both problematic. They're both pushing different agendas, and I just really hate that people are trying to choose a side. I'm like, do we really need to choose a side? Do we really need to choose a side though? Do we? How about we just wait and for everything to come out instead of trying to choose sides? I want to support Minhyejin. Why would you even think of supporting Minhyejin because she's a woman? Many people are saying, "Oh, she's not greedy. She doesn't want who want more." I don't really care. And I am not going to sit here and lie to myself and saying Minhyejin is not the main reason for New Jeans' success. She is. She is the sole reason for New Jeans being so damn successful because of how creative she is, how she brought back the 2000 aesthetic. But this bitch thinks she owns this shit, saying they stole her idea of creating BTS. Like, bitch, how? Are we talking about the same group, BTS, who had a different concept? Like, how did they copy you? I feel like Minhyejin is so delusional also. Everything she's throwing out there doesn't have any strong evidence. She's just throwing out claims to get people going all crazy. And then Hybe saying she's like practicing witchcraft. Like, practicing witchcraft? Get that bitch away from me, both of you. I don't care about both y'all. Like, get away from us. I'm going to wait till everything finished before I give my final thoughts on this, as I've always been waiting. I don't like rushing to things and not waiting for the full truth, and then, everything turns out to be a lie. I feel like it's just suspicious that now news are having a comeback. Every time they're having a comeback is always with controversy. Minhyejin is a genius bitch. Like, she's an evil genius, for real. I want people to just look at this and not choose sides and just wait for the truth. Because people are trying to support Hybe. Like, you guys are weird. And also trying to support Minhyejin. I'm like, why are you trying to support this bitch? She's a pedophile. Come on now. And just shows how backwards we are as a society. And also, someone better be taking notes and trying to make a K-drama out of this. Because this is fire. This is good entertainment. No, really. Ateez concept photos are kind of boring. Now, y'all know how I am a huge Ateez fan. I love Ateez down. Everything about them, I love. But especially after, like, Deja Vu or I'll say the Fever era, their concept photos are always so lackluster. It's always this blank background and them just standing there. Like, there is no vision The only time they're being really, really creative is when they have like the storylines, the lore, which I really adore. But I just really wish there was more work put into their concept photos to get me more hyped for the comeback. Like I am hyped for this comeback, like regardless. I still think they're gonna deliver and give us hits. But then I just think that they need to really work on their concept photos. It's always so lackluster. There's nothing really interesting other than just standing. I mean, they look hot, obviously, as always. But like after Deja Vu and the Real Era, like they really had really good concept photos that got me super hyped. But now I am hyped. It's like this is all you can do. Like where is the budget? It really goes to their like storylines, music video, but come on, like Ateez are really good with their styling and stuff. I think that would really help them get more, people tuning in, because when I saw Hybe's concept photos for their comeback, which just happened, I'm gonna get back to that later. They had beautiful concept, like it was beautiful, and I just wish that Ateez would do the same. That's like that's all. I love their music, I love its choreography, everybody knows that, but their concept photos are always giving lackluster. So yeah. K-pop fans are blind to red flags. Is it just me, or some fans are intentionally covering their eyes not to see the signs right in front of them? No offense, but anyone who is defending Min Hee-jun's weird behavior are either ignorant, biased, because New Jeans are under Adore, which is a sub-label under Hybe. Like, ever since debut or even before that, we have seen evidence of her having pictures of minors nude as display in her house. I mean, isn't that a big red flag? The cookie lyrics being very inappropriate as fuck for children, gaslighting the viewer to think that they were in the wrong when she was the one who wrote that awful song in the first place. Like, come take a look at it. Like that, don't tell me that's not even weird. And her always having New Jeans in controversy whenever they're having a comeback. And her literally throwing every other group under their bus just to save her own ass. Like, K-pop fans are so blind to this. I don't really care if she's a woman, but if you're doing all these weird things, she needs to be called out for it, and not always. People always try to forget that and talk about it and talk about it. Like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how weird she is. This one is weird, and there are a bunch of other things where sometimes there are like signs in front of us, but like there's always these fans that are always trying to brush it off because they stand this group and they're in fear of the group disbanding. No, we should try to put our morals first before any other weird like this is weird behavior. Like this is weird behavior, and people are always trying to ignore it for some reason. And there will be the same people trying to say, let's protect this minor, let's save the minors, and then they're not doing anything about it. The Sserafim Weekend 2 Coachella performances were okay at best. Now, I never got time to talk about this performance on Weekend 2 because I was busy, but we moved. So after that embarrassment that was in Weekend 1, I was eager to see how they were going to perform. And props to the backtrack, because in terms of vocals, it did all the work. And this is not to say other groups didn't have any backtrack, but with groups like Ateez and aespa, even with the backtrack, you can clearly hear them singing, and the backtrack is much louder when they're doing intense choreography. You can deny all you want, but you're not going to tell me that they got this good in a week. Because like, how weren't they this good on Weekend 1 when they had a lot of time, weeks even, and they were still bad? So yeah. And now, all of a sudden, in like 6 days, their singing sounds more like music show bank shit. Like, no. And there are tons of videos of them lip syncing. So yeah, I don't really blame Hybe because they had to do damage control after that mess. But this mainly for fans who really believed they were singing live. Like, fans were fighting for their lives online to make others believe that they were singing live. And I'm sorry, but you look pathetic. It's okay to admit it. Stop victimizing these idols or the company. You guys are going to give in to anything just because they're your faves, and I find that pathetic. And Hybe just proves everybody right about how they're so focused on dancing and performance instead of having really trained vocalists. Like, they could train themselves and they could be really good because they had everything. They have stage presence, they have energy. But if only they were really great at live singing, they would be 10 out of 10. But Hybe doesn't want that. They always don't want to provide vocal training for their artists, and it's just sad. They sound robotic singing because they're just lip syncing, and it's just sad and pathetic. And also, if you think that was live singing, then you're the Lulu as fuck. Hybe's comeback ate and left no crumbs. I don't know, I've always delivered. That's why I love them. Like, this comeback is the comeback of the year so far. Like, everything about this comeback is just chef's kiss. The concept photos, the music video is so beautiful. The song itself, it's fire. Like, Liz owned this comeback for real. Liz and Lizzo are owning this comeback. I love the song. I love the chorus. It feels so nostalgic to me. And I just love that we're getting more fuller choruses and not just, one word repeated all over the song again and again and again. And also the pre-chorus is beautiful. Wang Yang killed that shit. The raps, not too crazy about it, but I still like it. That thing with I won't be really crazy about some of the raps, but I still find them enjoyable. And also the vocals, the music video, the choreography is a 10 out of 10. I love everything about this comeback. The album, I do like some songs and I don't like others, but overall I think it's a very good comeback. They ate. Also with 17, I have watched their music video and I think it's fire. Like I love the song. The chorus was kind of underwhelming, but I love the song. Like comebacks, like K-pop's getting good again. Like K-pop music is coming back. You know what I mean? I'm so happy for the other comebacks that are gonna happen, like aespa, Ateez, I think New Jeans are gonna have a comeback. It will be interesting to see what they're gonna do amidst this whole controversy. But yeah, I love IVE's comeback. I think they always surprise me for some reason. Like I just love that because the only group that is always surprising me is Ateez, and IVE's like the only girl group, and aespa that always surprise me, and I'm always happy with their projects. So yeah. And loves, that is the end of this video. So tell me what you think about the opinions. Do you agree? Do you have something to add? Tell me down in the comments. And also don't forget, if you haven't, don't forget to also give your own K-pop pet peeves. I am trying to do a responding video to my subscribers pet peeves. So if you haven't and if you want to, there will be a link in my description and also in the pinned comments. So if you have anything that's so annoying to you in K-pop, tell me and I will be responding to them in an upcoming video. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching and made it to this far, and subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye loves.